Hey guys, it's Emma here. So today I'm going to be doing another video, and today I'm going to be talking about day-to-day costs of living on a narrowboat while continuously cruising. In this video I won't be covering any mooring costs because that can vary from depending on which type of mooring you have and which part of the country you're in. So let's go. So our main cost of living on a narrowboat is paying our CRT license. Because our boat is 49 foot, we pay £864.86 to the CRT because it depends on the length of your boat. If you have a longer boat, you pay more, and if you have a shorter boat, you pay less. So that's the price of our boat right now. So yeah, this license covers most canals and most rivers. So for example, we had to pay for a week's license to go on the Thames, and we had a week to get off the Thames. You can also buy a river-only license. With our license, we get all boats at the facility, so we get water point, rubbish disposal, and Elson, and then if you have a pump out, you have to pay for that as well. So because in the house we would have had to pay a few other things. On the boat, because we continuously cruise, we don't pay water rates and council tax. If you did probably have a mooring, then I think you would pay council tax, but because we continuously cruise, we don't have to. So another cost with the boat is our insurance. We pay about £200 a year, and it just it covers the boat and all the things inside. And I'll put some links in the description box to some insurance people that we know. So another cost we have on a boat which you don't have to pay for is breakdown cover, and you can have different levels of whatever you want to pay for, but it varies from about £65 to £280. And I'll put a link in the description box to RCR. So another cost of living on a narrowboat is heating, cooking, electricity, and diesel for moving the boat. So the things we use to run our boat is to cook. We use gas. We use a gas cooker, and you can also use your fire technically, because you can just put, like, if you want to do some sort of stew, you could put it all in and put it on the fire and let that cook. To heat the boat, we have a fire, and we also could use our gas heating, but our gas heating's off at the moment. To heat our water, we can either put our engine on. We mostly do that in winter, and then in summer we can mostly use our solar water that the solar just powers our hot water. For electricity, we use our solars in summer, and then in winter we kind of have to put our engine on more, but that's how we power all our things, to charge and just power our boat. So to power our boat to move, we use diesel. So I met someone the other day and they ran everything off diesel. So their fire was run off diesel. You can have diesel fires, so you don't use any coal or kindling, it just runs off diesel. So you can have that, but we obviously use a multi-fuel stove, so that uses coal and kindling, and I will explain more on how much generally coal and all that kind of stuff costs in a minute. So with the coal, we generally use, when it's really cold, use about 2 bags a week, and if it's not too cold, we just use 1. But the coal generally costs between £9 and £12. It just depends on which type of the country you're in. I think up north it's a bit more cheaper, so I think it's about £9, but it definitely just, the cost definitely does depend on which bit of the country you're in. So to actually start the fire, we have kindling and fire lighters, and we mostly buy the kindling, but if we want to just top up a little bit, we could go and find kindling, and that's what we generally do when we're a little low and there's no fuel boat or chandlery around. So some people do find their own wood and chop it into little logs for their fire, but we personally don't do that because, one, we're a little weak and we just can't do that kind of stuff, and as well you have to chop it up, you have to season it, and then it does burn a bit more faster. So it may be a little bit of a cheaper way, and you don't have to buy coal, but it definitely is a bit more harder. So we personally don't do that, but other people do that. So our gas bottles generally last about 6 to 8 weeks, and they generally cost about £25. Most engines, they use about 1 litre and 1.5 litres an hour. The cost of diesel per litre is generally around 75p to £1.25. It's a bit more complicated to work out because there's different levels of duty. So when it's winter and we don't have that much solar, we generally run our engine about 2 hours a day. And obviously if we cruise more, we spend more money on diesel. So as you can see, summer is a bit more cheaper and winter is a bit more expensive, because obviously in winter you have to run your engine more, spend more diesel, buy coal, kindling, and then summer, then you don't have to run your engine, probably not that much because of the solar, and you don't. And the only cost of diesel you probably would use is when you move. So another outgoing cost is the maintenance on the boat. So that depends on how much you can do yourself on the boat. So we pay to have our engine serviced regularly, so we know that nothing can go wrong. The boat has to be taken out of the water every 2 to 3 years to get blacked. So the costs of blacking is that you have to obviously take it out of the water, you have to get it cleaned, and then you have to have the layers of blacking. And obviously you can do the blacking part and the cleaning the boat part yourself. So other ongoing costs that you don't have to pay for is Wi-Fi or TV, because then if you have a TV you have to pay for a TV license. We have the internet on the boat, but we don't have a TV or a TV license. So I hope you liked this video, and I hope you like learning a bit more about how much it costs to live on a narrowboat. So yeah, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time I do a video. And comment on my social medias, my Patreon, and my email if you have any suggestions for me. And yeah, see you later. Bye!